Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Zombie Kidz is a really fun cooperative children's game. Even though it has zombies on it, it's not like gory zombies. It's more of a friendly atmosphere. But the kids will be moving around the board. It's almost like a puzzle that you have to figure out. But how to lock up the different sections. There's 4 places on the board you want to lock up. But in the meantime, you got to manage the zombie population. If too many zombies get into a location, then that location spot is inaccessible to the players, which means you have to use more actions kind of going around it. So you really want to manage those spots. But the team needs to work together, and you'll have conversations where you'll be like, you know, maybe you want to hold back here, you fight the zombies, I'll run and do this. Now, you do need 2 of the players to be at a location or to lock it down, and you do a high five, and you're able to stay there. The game might have an alpha problem. I think some of the parents will want to hold back a little bit and just be like, let the kids make those decisions. So it can have an alpha dog problem, where one person is kind of bossing everybody around. But with kids, I think you're going to see less of that. And if you do see more of that, then you may have just moved on from this game, or it's a learning moment for them to, hey, let this person have their turn, which I've done before. Otherwise, it's a really fun cooperative game that I can highly, highly recommend. You have very simple things you do. You can move around, you can kill a zombie, you'll be rolling some dice, and I think it works very, very well. There is a legacy version of this, which I will look at in the future, which may replace this game. But for now, I think if you're looking for a budget-conscious game and you want something that's going to get a lot of bang for your buck, wow, Zombie Kidz is that. And I was going to say I'm in on this one. This is a very, very fun game, and one I highly, highly recommend for little kids. Don't let the zombie thing scare you. It's not gory at all. It's played up to be very age-appropriate, and one that I highly recommend. Zombie Kidz is one of the best children's games, especially best cooperative games. You will win and lose, a little bit based on luck perhaps, but for the majority of the time you're going to win and lose based on your decisions, and that's fantastic for a kid's game. Here's the box for Zombie Kidz with a Z, because these kids are hip. Very portable box. It's a very good travel game to take with your kids. The box does 7-Up, but I've played it with 5 and 6-year-olds and it's done very well. You're going to have a rule book, which we'll take a look at in a few minutes. Not very many components, which is why the game is so portable. You will get a double-sided board. Now, this board is tiny, 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 which is nice for little small areas. Let's open this up. So you're going to get a die that has different colors on it, and it's fairly nice. Those are printed on there. Those are not stickers. You're going to have a bunch of zombies, but these are like playful zombies. You can see they're not grotesque. Here's one in a dress. They just kind of sit on the board, and then each of you will have the standee. That will be your person, and there's plenty of people of color, different genders that can be represented here, and there's 4 possible zombies. Opponents are really good, very portable, great job. Here's the rule book. It's one of those maps that you have to fold out and read. It kind of works here because you have the pictures. There's not a whole lot of rules to it. And the other side doesn't have any pictures, but it does have what you do on a turn in the game end. If you want to go to a Facebook and do some stuff there, you can do that. But for the most part, a very good rule book. You can probably read this in 3 minutes and be up and running. So here's the side if you're playing with more players because it has less ways to move, so the game is a little bit tougher. This is the side you will play with less people because you can do more direct movements, which helps the game move. All the zombies are the same, so it doesn't matter. Start the game, you place 1 on each zone there, and then you will place the people that you're going to be in the center. In this case, I'm just going to show a 2-player game. So the first thing you do in your turn is you roll the die, very simple, and you put a zombie on the tomb that you rolled. In this case, you'd put it on blue. If you're lucky enough to roll the white, you don't put it on any place on the board. It's a skip that section, which is very nice to get. On your turn, what you can do is you can move 1 space across any of the paths. In this case, she will move up there with that zombie. If there's any zombies on your spot, you can eliminate all of them that are there and get them off the board. So we'll play another round. We'll add 1 to the green. Let's say this person moves down here. Now let's say they move up here, and you both are there. The next guy goes here, and this person moves here, wiping that person out. You would add 1 to the blue where he's at, but he's going to move here. So if 2 people ever end up on the same space, you can put a lock. That means no more zombies can go in that spot. If you're able to lock down all 4 corners of the board, you win. If there's ever a point where there's no zombies whatsoever on the board, you're able to wipe them all out. You would also win the game. If you ever need to place a zombie on the board and there isn't any in the reserve, you lose the game. Boo! If 3 zombies ever get on the same space, it's locked down. Nobody else can move there. If for any reason you ever find yourself in a spot with 3 zombies, you will die and everybody will lose the game. That's Zombie Kidz. Who should buy this game? I feel like once your kid hits maybe 5 and up, it's going to be a really strong addition to your gaming library. I think kids are going to like this one, the cooperative. Now, if they have a big aversion to spookier things, sure, maybe not. But the zombies are not scary in this. It's played for laughs. It really could have been anything. You could, if you wanted to, but I don't know why you would, take out the standees and put in their little toys, their little small ones or something, put army men and just make it a little bit more friendly if you wanted to. I don't know why you would do that. It's not very scary at all. Otherwise, I think it's a very strong cooperative game for kids. There is a little bit of luck in it with the rolling of the dice and putting the zombies out, but other than that, I think it works fantastic. This is one that I'm going to highly recommend. It should be very budget friendly. It's a very small box, not a lot of pieces inside of it. You should be able to find this at a good price, and one I would highly recommend to play with your children. Zombie Kidz, Keeper. This is a really good game.
Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate you tuning in. If you liked it, please like it and hit that little subscribe button. That really helps out the channel, lets us know that you're getting the videos that you want. If you agreed or disagree with what I said, feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and I promise that I will comment back. Thanks for watching, and everybody else, keep playing.